So as Ajahn just announced, for people whose names weren't on the board, there will be a larger plan for what to do. And today we're going to go over plans for India trip. It's going to happen in November. Linda's maybe going to have jury duty, maybe not. Has to change the schedule, potentially. And so we plan for things as human beings. We think about the future and we plan for those events that might possibly happen, and that's pretty normal. If we went to the extreme of just saying we have no future, we don't know what's going to happen, so we just shouldn't plan for anything, then there'd be no morning puja, there'd be no breakfast or midday meal. There'd be nothing. You have to do something. What are we going to do? Well, we don't know if we're going to be alive the next minute, so nothing. So yeah, some planning is obviously helpful, some sense of if there is going to be another day, another hour, another few minutes, we can do this or we can do that, or what's the appropriate thing to do. But the problem is we love to plan. We love to over-plan. We love to think about what we're going to do, how it's going to be, what's going to happen. And the main thing is we want to know how we can control it all, or we can determine what we're going to do. So for those people who maybe saw that their name wasn't on the board this morning, well, what does that mean? Did somebody forget me? Oh, maybe I just don't do anything. That's great. But that's the point of our practice, is to look at that and say, oh, I don't know, not sure. And even when we have our plans, we're just not sure. We don't know what's going to happen. But over and over again, we trick ourselves and we say, no, if I plan this out, all the contingencies, all the right things that I think might possibly happen, and I'll get it all right, and I'll figure it out, and I'll be in control. And so it's really much more liberating for us to introduce into our sense of wanting to plan, wanting to know, to bring in the sense of uncertainty. And okay, well, how can I be comfortable with this? How can I just feel this in my body and just be okay with uncertainty? I'm going to be teaching a family retreat at Spirit Rock, and I went over the plans for this teaching with the other teachers, and like a lot of the times, like every 15 minutes are scheduled, like who's doing this, what's happening. And that's a little bit comforting, but then at the same time I can see my own anxiety. Oh, I'm in charge of this, I have to do that. I don't know what I'm going to say, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh goodness, I have to chant, lead chanting, and maybe I'll have to do some solo chanting for some time, or some chanting with Sarvanara Bio, who's planning on going with me. And that comes up, this sort of anxiety about what's going to happen, how are we going to deal with this, what if I'm going to feel anxiety, or whatever it is. So we always have the opportunity to recognize that we have no control and we don't know anything that's going to happen. It's really, that's the truth of it. The planning helps to a degree, but it always ends up different. There's always some sort of different thing. The jury duty was supposed to be Monday and now it's on Tuesday. Whatever it is, we just are never going to see a future that we've predicted, because it always has to be different. There's no way we get any prediction exactly right. So this is incredibly helpful to just bring into our practice all the time. It's uncertain, I don't know, I'm not sure. And the comfort that we can eventually glean from that, and the sense of it's all right, that feeling like it's all okay, as Ajahn was saying, controversial statement, everything's okay. It's shocking, because our minds are telling us it's not okay, we have to do something about it, make sure we have control and can predict everything. So when we learn about this sense of anicca and uncertainty to the truest depth, then we are completely okay with uncertainty. We're just, there's complete being at ease with whatever happens, whether it's a loved one dying or our own health being compromised, somebody telling us you have cancer and a couple of months to live. The goal is not to then have developed our practice so, okay, now it's time to panic. That's not the goal. The goal is to actually reside in a sense of feeling that worry and fear is not the place where we want our mind to dwell. And so we just eventually hopefully learn to just be more and more comfortable with whatever possibly is going to happen to us. And so we do that with the little things, with knowing, okay, what am I going to do for work? I don't really know if I want to do that, or how am I going to do that? And just, okay, can I be okay with this? Can I be okay with the food that's served, or the dwelling place I have? Can I be okay with the clothes I'm wearing, or what it is I have just in the moment, or the people I'm with? And so we settle into that more and more until eventually we learn that everything really is okay.